Oh, that's fish. There we go. There's one on. There's one on. There's one on. There we go. What is this? What is this? What is this? First one on the jerkbait. It's a little smallmouth, I think. It's a little smallmouth. Yeah, there we go. Number one. Nice little small jaw on the jerkbait. Finally. I've been fishing this jerkbait for just a minute, and I knew that guy's actually hooked in the side, but he definitely swiped at that bait. I knew that this jerkbait would be what they're eating. All right, guys, he was hooked just right in the bottom. I had to get him out, but it's super windy today. I figured the jerkbait should be what these little smallmouth are eating, and sure enough, that is my biggest smallmouth of the year. Not saying much. I've only caught a few, but that is a beautiful little brown bass right there. Let's get him back. Super clear water in the fall. You cannot go wrong with the jerkbait. And this little smallmouth just cranked it. Let's get him back in there. Good fighting. Just cranked it. There he goes. They blend in so well with this rocks. I've only been here for actually not that long. I had 2 jerkbaits tied up today. I started out with just a tiny little, actually like $1 Amazon jerkbait. And it wasn't running super well. I think it was running just a little bit too close to the top. And of course, I put on just a little bit deeper diving jerkbait, a little white color, something I can really get down into those rocks. And that was only a few casts in. Let's get back in there. I'll kind of show you what I did there. All right, so I'm gonna kind of stand away from the wind here as best as I can. This wind, well, not super great for audio, I think is gonna be actually pretty decent for today's bite. But just came to this super clear little reservoir, as you guys can tell, and fished the smaller little jerkbait for a minute. I fished just a little bottom bait for a second, see if there was anything just right in this cut. And then I figured, let's cover some water. Let's throw a moving bait, a bait that I have so much confidence in. This little jerkbait. This is not the exact jerkbait that I'm normally throwing. I'm normally throwing that Guggen Squad Scout, but I figured this is a little bit deeper spot on the lake. And while I know that bait works just incredibly well, I figured something with just a little bit bigger lip on it that I can get down slightly deeper where I think these fish will be, just kind of suspended a few feet above the bottom. Rather than a few feet above the surface like they were maybe a week and a half ago when it was slightly warmer. But I figured these fish should be feeding up, especially with all these bait fish that I see getting pushed back into this cup because of the wind. And that was not too long for us to get our first little smallmouth bass there. I'm looking for something just a little bit bigger, but I will take that for number one on the day. Let's get back in there. This is a little bit sketchy. Problem is, it's really shallow right there. That's gonna be really annoying. Ooh. There's a guy in there. Oh, yeah, oh my God. Oh my God, there was a pike right there. He tried to eat it like, he's still right there. Dude, he's still right there. Oh my God, it was a pike. Tried to eat it like 3 times. How did he not get hooked? I thought it was a smallie at first. How the heck did he not get hooked? I wonder if you guys could see that, because this water is so clear. I found this one little spot with not as much grass. It was not very big pike, but he was definitely a pike. Falling in this, oh, he's right there. He's there, he's behind it. He's following it. Oh my God, he followed it in again. I could still see him. I could still see him. He's gonna eat it. He literally followed it up an inch from the bank. He swiped at it like 3 times. I don't know how the hooks are on this bait, because I've never used it before. All right guys, so I'm just walking along the bank here. I stumbled upon this crazy little crystal clear kind of waterfall that goes right into the reservoir. I mean, there are millions or hundreds of tiny little bass fry like that big in there. Obviously, I'm not gonna catch them. Maybe one day I'll come here with like a little trout magnet and see if I can pull out some of the bigger ones, which might be like 4 or 5 inches long. It's just crazy. All in these little pools. I actually see like a little creek chub looking guy in there. It's just crazy to see so many fish in like a little waterfall pool. And this wasn't there last time I came here, but let's keep walking around. It's either a 10, oh, that's a fish, what the heck? That is, oh my God, it's so tiny. I was gonna say, that bite, I was like, that's either weeds. Oh my God. Well, it's another fish. Oh my God. And he might be going back here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. All right, I think I can grab him now. There we go. Well, it's fish number 2. Not exactly the size I was looking for. For a second there, I actually thought that was just weeds. And it was a little fish. I mean, look at the bait he ate right there. That little jerk bait and that tiny little largemouth. Well, that's fish number 2. Also species number 2. I'll take it, I guess. Tiny little largemouth right there. Let's get him back. Well, it was a hungry little guy on that jerk bait. I'll take it though, that's number 2. Pretty sick little fish too. Absolutely killed it. I literally thought it was grass because he was barely even fighting. Such an aggressive little fish. There he goes. That was so sick. I'm just kind of fishing this jerkbait. I've been fishing for quite a bit. After that first smallmouth, I got 2 follows up from 2 little pike on the jerkbait, which was pretty cool. And that's really my first bite and fish after those. Just a tiny little largemouth. I knew there had to be some fish here. I actually thought that was grass, but then I look out there, this water's so clear, I could just see the side of that fish kind of swimming against the way I was pulling it. And I was like, that is a tiny little largemouth. I'll definitely fish in this spot for a little bit more. This is the spot where I saw some of those little pike and then also saw some bass in this spot last time I was here. But that's number 2 on the jerkbait. Another victim to easily my favorite fall fishing bait. But let's get back in there. See if there isn't at least one more decent fish in there. Oh, that's a fish. There we go. That's a better one too. That's a better one. What is this? What the heck is this? Is this a rainbow trout? The heck? This is a rainbow trout on the jerkbait and he ate it. What the heck? It's species number 3. I knew it was something bigger. It was fighting super weird. What the heck? I did not expect to come out here and catch a trout on the jerkbait. I'll leave him in the water. Oh, there he goes. Off the jerkbait. Let's pick this guy up. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, well, he's back in there. That was cool. Well, I tried to keep him in the water. I'll take it. I mean, it's not a bass. It's species number 3. I was not expecting a rainbow trout. That was pretty cool. I could tell he was fighting super, super hard out there. So I knew it was something better. But it was a little trout. That's pretty cool. On the jerkbait, that's not actually the first time that that's happened. I've actually caught a few trout at this lake on a jerkbait, which is not something you normally think about catching them on. That was pretty cool. Didn't really get a release there, but you guys saw him. I wanted to keep him in the water, make sure that he stays healthy. Because you guys know those trout can be super sensitive. So he went back in there, but that's pretty cool. Nice little trout there. Let's get back in there with the jerkbait. Species and fish number 3. Maybe we can't get on one more little smallmouth here, which is the target species. But as you guys can tell, there's a little bit of a storm rolling in, so we don't have that much time to fish. All right, guys, as you can probably tell from the audio, it is really windy. I'll turn around for a second. It is super dark, and it is raining now, and I have my I have my GoPro media mod on, so it is not waterproof. We are going back to the car, but maybe I can't catch one more fish along the way. This is just taking a turn. Look at this, guys. So windy. We gotta run back to the car now. It was worth it for the fish though. Let's get back.